So today people, today I am back with part 2. In today's video, I'm going to flip the script and we're going to talk about my top 5 favorite Dragon Ball Z games of all time. Let's get this shit started. And what better way to get the shit started than to start off with some honorable mentions for our top games that did not make my top 5 list. So the first one is going to be Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, so I made a conscious effort to leave Dokkan Battle off the list for a couple of reasons. First being that not a day goes by that I don't play the game. It's so readily accessible to me and it fits perfectly into my hectic personal life that it's really hard not to play the game. And secondly, because due to the sheer frequency of which I play this game, I would be absolutely biased towards it in this list. It would be number 1, hands down. Alright, so next honorable mention is a fan favorite for a lot of people, and I'm talking about Dragon Ball Z Budokai 3. Alright, so don't come for my cheeks yet, hear me out. I chose to leave Budokai 3 off this list for literally one reason. And that reason is just that I enjoy Infinite World so much more than I do Budokai 3. I'm sorry if you don't feel the same way, but seriously, Infinite World improved so much upon what was Budokai 3. And spoiler alert for the video, leave now or click forward a little bit, about 20 seconds if you don't want to hear this. But Infinite World is in this list. So since I did not want to have two really similar games in here, I left it out. Alright. At number 5 is Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi Tag Team. This game is an instant classic. It was there for me when I was lonely during my middle school and high school years in my bedroom staring at them books, you know, intimidated by the fucking geometry and shit, like, damn, I gotta get this homework done. You know, matter of fact, let me go ahead and just slide over to the game real quick, plug in my PSP, get this shit charging, and just be like, yo, let's go ahead and play really quick, and we'll come back to homework later. I'll procrastinate all night long, come into school tomorrow and not have my homework done. But no, don't mind me, guys. School comes first, of course. But no, seriously, Tenkaichi Tag Team was and still is a phenomenal game. I love the concept of fighting 2v2 in the game. Not many Dragon Ball games can offer that type of experience. Honestly, it's just incredible because it's on a handheld as well. Think about that. You know, it's portable. Like, you don't have to sit there, plug in the console and play on the TV. It's portable. I would definitely recommend going ahead and purchasing this game. If you still have the ability to at your local GameStop, you can probably catch it for a used version, or, you know, you can find it some other means online, emulators, etc, etc. But hands down, this game is incredible to play. It's incredibly enjoyable, and that's why it's number 5 on the list. So moving on to number 4, we have Dragon Ball Z Extreme Butoden. If you're a fan of the old school Street Fighter 2D games, better yet, if you're a fan of Hyper Dragon Ball Z, then you will love this game. It plays just like those games and is incredibly fun to play. There's so many characters in this game that it's crazy. It's incredibly hard not to be entertained with all the variety in the game. I'm currently doing a Let's Play on my channel for this, you know, shameless plug, but y'all should go check it out. But anyways, Extreme Butoden should also be getting an online mode soon. If that does happen, this game will most likely climb this list since most of the Dragon Ball Z games don't have that ability. Not to mention that this game has a completely original story when you get into the adventure mode, and you have gotta love that originality. At the number 3 spot, we have the one and only Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Now, Xenoverse's inclusion in this list, and so high in the list at that, may be a head scratcher to some of you, but let me explain. Xenoverse has so much potential. It is probably the smoothest, hear me, the smoothest playing Dragon Ball game to date when it comes to gameplay, especially in an open landscape game. Also, the ability to fully customize a character to your liking is a godsend. The only other game to attempt to truly give that level of customization was Ultimate Tenkaichi, and that was highly underwhelming to say the least. Now, Xenoverse's customization is missing a lot, but I fully expect that to be patched up in the next version of the game whenever that's released. I also give Xenoverse D free points for having pretty much an original story despite borrowing elements from Dragon Ball Online, if you guys are familiar with that game. As I said before, I'm not a fan of games rehashing the same story over and over, so Xenoverse is definitely winning by not doing so. Alright, it's getting competitive now. Getting into the top 2. At number 2, we have another oldie but goodie, Dragon Ball Z Burst Limit. Man oh man, man oh man oh man oh man, I don't even know where to begin, like, seriously. This game has aged so well. Honestly, the only problem with this game is that it's missing the Buu Saga. Aside from that though, this game is remarkable. It still has some of the best graphics out of all the Dragon Ball Z games to date, and it's incredibly fun to play. It also features a CPU versus CPU battles mode, and honestly, I can't really deny the fact that sometimes it's just fun to sit back, get your chicken, kick your feet up, get that Kool-Aid like Dr. Blick would say, and just enjoy spectator battles. It's definitely just really fun to do that, and as far as this game's replayability, it's top notch, hence its inclusion in the list. So at number fucking 1, we have the head honcho, my personal favorite Dragon Ball Z game on a console platform, Dragon Ball Z Infinite World. Infinite World is legendary. It truly is. This game has remarkable cutscenes and great battle mechanics. A lot of fans complain that it is the hardest Dragon Ball Z game, but I beg to disagree. This game is difficult at times. I will say that. It's difficult at times, but that just makes it all the more fun. The game features majority of characters from Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT and has some of the best replayability around. This game is incredibly fun, and it's sad that so many people have no idea how great this game is or have no idea this game even exists. The same can be said about Burst Limit. If you have the chance to go get it, go get it. Seriously, you won't regret buying this game. So guys, that has been my top 5 Dragon Ball Z games of all times list. Remember, this is all my opinion, but I do want you guys to drop your top 5 favorite Dragon Ball Z games of all time down below in the comment section. Let's see who agrees and disagrees with me in my list. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you are new here. And as I always say, stay swaggy. Boom! Me out. Thanks, Leroy.